everybody, to the first episode of the League of Girls podcast. With me is Sarah X3,
Hi, guys.
Jocelyn,
Hello.
Rensler from Severity Gaming and one of the co-hosts of the Instalock Mid podcast,
What's up?
and Angel from Monomaniac.
Hello, what's going on?
So how is everybody this week?
Good.
Fantastic.
Still early.
Still early. Well, it is Tuesday. We have chose to do this on Tuesday just because like a lot of news is normally released and champions come out normally on Tuesday normally, but it's been changing a lot. But let's go ahead and I guess get right into the general news. So the new tribunal system has been released. Has anybody messed around with that at all? Like, what does everybody know so far on it?
One of my friends got banned off of that.
It's working great, I guess.
I'm actually pretty sure
really
it's
looked at it.
failing.
You think it's
'Cause I've
failing?
not been banned yet.
You've not been banned yet.
I'm not banned, so
Well,
definitely failing.
I did quite a bit on the old tribunal system, and with this new one, they have removed the small amount of IP that you would have gained for, I guess, guessing correctly if the person should be banned or punished or pardoned, I guess is the correct term. They have removed that because apparently most of the people they found did not do the tribunal system just solely for the IP. I mean, how could you? I busted out 50 and I got like 300 IP for it. So
Yeah.
do you think it's going to improve overall? I tried to see the new system, but now you actually have rankings.
Really? Do they have? Do they still have like any kind of reward for it or anything?
I do believe they are looking into their rewards. What it is now you can actually go back and see what cases you worked on, and you can see the outcome of that specific case. You can see you actually get a point, and there's a ladder system now for, if you are like number one and you do so well, you are on this ladder system and you might receive something. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm looking over the pictures now from Surrender at 20, and it looks really cool overall.
Justice rating.
Yes, justice.
It's the new League of Legends minigame.
It
Like a mini
is.
game, yeah.
Like, I like going in there and I love reading the funny things that people say. I don't know how many of y'all like dedicate any time to the tribunal system, but you read some of the most stupidest, just downright retarded things in the world.
That's the only reason I even do it, is to look at the conversation.
It's like, forget the IP. I want a little bit of humor. If I'm having a bad day, I look at the tribunal system. And I tried to do it today because it was a slow day and I was kind of bored, but it said it was in recess and there was no cases for me. And I was really, really sad. So
I think they need to make an iPhone app for this thing, because then I would be on Tribunal all the time.
I
Yes,
agree. They
that's a
should
great idea.
do a tribunal app.
Hey, Riot, you're listening. Do it now.
Seriously.
I want the
And
tribunal
you can
app
hire
out for
me
the
too?
iPhone
I want
next
my
week.
justice rating. I want it to be high.
It better be ready by
this-
Friday, because that's when the new phone comes out.
No,
Can this be my
Okay.
job application, please?
Oh,
Job I could do that for you guys. I don't know how well it'll go with just like a rating if they're not giving like some kind of award or IP or something.
Well, like I said, they removed the IP because people weren't coming and doing the tribunal cases for IP alone. I guess it's kind of saying you have this bragging rights now that you have this justice rating of X amount and you're kind of this amount.
Yeah.
So
I never got any IP off of this, so I stopped
Well, I
doing
mean-
I think I got 12 one time. That was pretty cool.
I'm never going to be rank 1 on the ELO ladders, so, I mean,
You can climb the
one on
justice
rank
ladder.
1 on the Tribunal? Yeah, what? Can I go pro for that,
I'll
please?
You
just,
can't
I'll just
even-
change
you-
my name to Dread and call myself Judge Dread on the tribunal. It'd be perfect.
Like, you can't even brag about that because then you just seem like you're hanging out, like, judging people all day.
I was so...
Number one on the judgment ladder.
Well, I think it's interesting because I have a different point of view when it comes to the tribunal. I've never held the wrath of the tribunal because I've never done anything stupid. but I've also never been on the tribunal itself because I'm not level 30 yet. So it'll be interesting to see what that experience is like now that they've made these changes, and I didn't know what the old system was like. And I know there's no real IP reward anymore, but I would say, for me, the reward is taking all of these troll-hard, verbal abuser AFK people and just kicking them out of the game. That's more than enough reward for me, I'll tell you that.
It's kind of like the League Police, kind of.
The League Police. I think the fact that they let you.
We need to
think
think.
the
Like, they
fact
should
that,
make like a badge, like how many, like if you have like the top meeting.
PAX East 2013. We're all going as League Police officers. Yes.
Yes, we'll get shirts made and
Yes.
everything.
That would be awesome. I think the fact that they like track the case so you can see the cases is actually cool. Because then you can see if like exactly how you judged it and then how the outcome is. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what I like about the new one. I know for a while they Light was on Twitter and he was asking, what would you want to see? And I said, I would like to see how I did in terms of, with my voting, as opposed to how many I got correct. Well, I don't remember how many in total I've done. So, and it's just kind of, you get to go back and you kind of see, okay, well, this is what, if it doesn't go through, let's say you punish somebody, but everybody else pardoned them, so you obviously didn't go your way on that case. What is the community saying acceptable and not acceptable? So I guess we're going to go ahead and move on. How many Sejuani players? How many people have played Sejuani in the call?
No.
She is one of my jungles.
I personally love Sejuani, but it looks
do.
right now that she's going to be sent back maybe to the drawing board to receive some serious buffs or nerfs. And I don't.
She's too squishy. Like you gotta gank, and then she just dies. Like unless you build her like really, really, really tanky, and it's kind of like really hard because you're a jungle.
Well,
Yeah.
I do admit, I do believe she's supposed to be built rather tanky because of the AoE effect she does.
The health, yeah.
With the health, she's supposed to, in my eyes, when I jungle her, I go straight tank with her. But I don't think really there should have been this big, huge post of Sejuani needs to go back to the drawing board, because it's already been confirmed that she's not going to receive any special reworks in a whole, but she just needs a little love. She needs a little buff.
Her ult is really strong. Like she just needs some redone doing.
She has one of the, in my opinion, best ults in the game, along with like a Mumu. Like in terms of CC, if you land it, you get punished for it. If you're caught in it, you're punished. And but I don't know if this huge outrage was really worth it in all.
I think she's just very different from the the top tier junglers, and I don't think she can be there quite yet. I don't know, but like I feel like I can counter jungle with her pretty well too, because you can use her dash to escape. So I don't know. I play her health AP, like Gold Gen and then Rod of Ages or something like that, which I think is a weird build for like a jungler anyway. But like you said, the health is really good for her, her W, her AoE.
She just needs more damage.
Yeah,
She needs more damage.
I agree.
She just needs to not suck at all. Good investment. Yeah.
What I hate her.
I don't. It's what? It's because she's a chick riding a boar, and guys don't want to play her just because she's a girl jungler.
The boar is like blocking.
It's too big. Like blocking. Yeah.
The boar is blocking. That's the best thing in the world.
The day she came out, I literally was so excited to play her. Every game I played her, all I spammed in chat was, "I'm riding a boar. I want a boar." And that was all I was spamming throughout the whole entire games that I would play. And I think that's the best thing about her that attracts me to her, is she's on a boar.
She's just really different from all the other champions, because she's riding a freaking boar.
Yeah, I don't think her kit's bad, but I agree. She needs more damage or more survivability for sure.
So, moving on a little bit, because I guess Sejuani is just not a big, huge topic for us to mull over. Everybody's seen the sneak peek at the new champion, Kha'Zix?
Yes.
Six.
Oh, you mean the alien?
Yeah.
Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix.
It's alien.
Kha'Zix, there we go. I threw this question out on Twitter, and apparently I'm one of the few people that think this champion is remotely close to or somehow taken off of Omen. Now, Riot says that that this has nothing to do with Omen, but I kind of beg to differ at this point.
I think they made an alien to match the Rengar Predator skin.
Well,
what I
if you look on Reddit, somebody brought up, and I believe Rengar's lore, how he lost his eye, and it was this alien creature, and this was, I guess, supposed to
Yep.
be
He was just
the pair.
messed up.
He's what?
He was just messed up. So
Rengar.
And I am kind of disliking this. Oh, let's release Draven and let's release Darius. Let's release them in pairs instead of leaving people to wonder who's who and what's, and it's just like, oh, well, we're just gonna give you this whole story. And it was kind of like you had Leona for a long time, then all of a sudden this epic release of Diana. And like
I love
kind of,
Diana.
I love Diana too, but I love the lore, and I feel that just releasing Rengar, then releasing the new champion, it's just kind of losing its flair. It's just kind of blah. It doesn't make me excited at all.
They did release these champions too fast, though.
They have been, and I think I have it later to talk about, but I do kind of feel that they need to stop pushing out all these champions. Like, they say they're not afraid to have all of these different kind of champions, but they're getting up to 106 champions at this point. And we're still, let's say, where's items?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Where's all these different things that you can be working on? But you're busting out all these champions, and you're busting them out pretty much at a point where we get one, people sort of get adjusted to it.
And then bam.
Open up another one.
Champion's OP, but they're releasing another OP champion. That's pretty much the cycle. Release OP champion. As soon as that champion gets nerfed, release another champion. I'm stumbling over my words.
That's what happened with Zyra too. Like Zyra got really nerfed, and then everyone's like, oh, "Okay, let's go back to Evelyn."
Moving on.
It was Zyra. Diana was pretty OP. Her Q got nerfed, but she seems, fairly balanced now. But it's kind of.
I agree with you about the items, because that always bothers. I know you play AD carry a lot too. Actually, Sarah, you do too, right? All three of us.
Yeah.
But it's like the builds they vary very little. Like, they don't vary a lot. And I think that they can put some time into coming up with some cool items.
I agree. Where's my support item that gives me a ward?
Yeah, right? Or something cool like that, yeah.
And it's getting to a point where stop giving me champions. It's getting annoying. I love Riot. I love all they're doing, but it's just like,
we don't need a constant stream.
I know, but it's that, and to me, they're releasing all of these champions with an extremely high skill cap. They do have cool, interesting new mechanics. Look at Diana with throwing, minions. Just about everything under the sun. Even a Zillion bomb right now is a bug, and it just is doing stupid amount of damage. But it's kind of like, I like taking a step back and playing some of the simple characters, because to me, those simple characters are still some of the biggest in the game.
Right.
I like what they did with Evelyn, though. Like, they kind of just
reworks,
made her really, really OP.
Yeah, I do like the Evelyn.
I liked the Twitch remake too. He's fun to play now.
They did really well with those remakes.
Yeah, they were very good. The Heimer remake's coming. I'm so excited. I love Heimer so much.
I know.
They did kind of mess up on what's her name, Syndra or something like that.
Cylindra or
Cylindra.
Cylindra is the company for
the
Barack
F
Obama.
Awesome.
Like, her range is not all that great. Like, Ari just outranges her. Everything. I was kind of disappointed.
Well, I like the fact that they remake some of their old chants too, so they'll get played more. Like, we were talking about Sejuani earlier. Like, the same thing with her. If they remaked her, she'd get played more instead of just having, a pool of like 40 chants that get played a lot and then 60 that kind of get played.
They need to make a new Soraka skin.
Yeah, and it's kind of like they hand out all these champions, but how long has Soraka been, with the splash arts? Which brings up another point. Why is it Morgana and Trendemir who have decent skins, who got new skins, but yet Soraka doesn't have one, Yi doesn't have one, Malphite could use one, Nidalee, exactly, all these champions, but they're giving out these new splash arts for champions that already look fine.
And they make a new Sona skin. I mean, that was kind of cool, but it's like Sona just came out with a new skin, like, what, Christmas time, New Year's time?
Yeah. Sona got a new one in the Lunar Festival.
Yeah.
Which doesn't bother me, but there's other champions that need love. Soraka, please. 2 skins, please.
Trundle still has 2 skins.
Yeah, Trundle has 2 skins.
Yeah, but Trundle's awesome how he is.
That's fair. That is a fair statement.
He's a troll.
I want another Draven skin because I love playing Draven, but I don't like either one of his skins. He just came out.
Well, there is another champion. Who is it? There's somebody getting a new skin upcoming here shortly, and
Hecarim's getting a Halloween skin.
Yeah, I think Hecarim.
Did you see that he's getting a headless horseman, like a pumpkin head skin?
Mm-hmm. And that doesn't bother me because I think like a Hecarim headless horseman skin would be awesome, and that's fine with me. If it fits with the season or what have you, fine. But they're forgetting about all these champions, and someone's bringing up Karma has 2 skins. Karma is supposed to get a rework. Karma rework where?
Yeah.
Karma will get a new skin when they rework her. That's when she'll get a new skin.
Probably.
Yeah, that's true.
Because nobody plays Karma.
I
play Karma? What? You play her top lane tank. That's how you play her.
Oh, yeah. So it's valuable.
That's how you win.
Yeah.
Karma, I'm really though on the fence on does Karma need a rework or not? Because
she has 3 skills, and she has no ultimate. That ultimate's not an ultimate.
No, it's not an ultimate.
6 skills. 4 skills.
If you know how to play Karma, you can. Okay, it's just like going against the Soraka mid. You have a chance of going against somebody who sucks with Soraka mid, or is damn good with her mid, and you're just like, what the hell? I can't do anything. But it's just like you go against somebody who's a Karma player. Most of the time, when I go in the lane against somebody who's playing AP Karma mid, it's tough, and they know how to play it. But you get the people who don't, and they're trying it. And if you know how to play her, she's OP. If you don't, and that's why I think people are wanting the reworks, because the majority of players can't play her.
I agree. I think one of her problems is her mantra, it takes too long to cool down for her damaging spells. Like for her shield, because she only has really the shield and the fan, and you can only pop the shield with the 2 mantra you have, so you have to build super CDR if you want to play her straight damage.
Well, the shield, you don't need a mantra for. If you want the mantra and the AoE effect, the damage and the slow effect.
Well, if you're playing her as a carry, is what I'm saying. She only has 2 damage spells as a carry.
Yeah.
Well, I guess 3 if you can walk people through your line, but 2 major damage spells. But like they were saying, she doesn't have the ult of other AAP carries. I don't think she can carry as hard. And I love Karma, but I just don't think she's a support, not a AP carry.
Well, I view her in the same category as Morgana. If Morgana's fed, she can sort of somewhat carry, but she gets more assists than anything. And it's the same with Karma. If Karma is really good and she gets fed in lane, just that AoE effect in the queue is enough to pick up a couple of kills and do her job, but also at the same time supporting her team. So Morgana, I think it sort of fulfills 2 roles. And it's just the same thing as taking AP Janna mid, or I seen a AP Sona mid the other day.
Yeah, it just depends on the players and who they're playing against.
I have to agree.
Yeah, because if you're playing against a really good Ryze or a really good Ahri or something, I don't think a Karma has the skill abilities to keep up with her.
I have to agree. I think if you're going to bring out a character like that, you need to pick and choose, because I don't think every lane's going to go great. But speaking of characters and buffs and nerfs, I don't know how often you guys visit Reddit, but I saw this interesting article where it had this graph, and Israel is at a 55% win rate with almost any support.
What?
I think it's time we scale him back quite a bit.
But he's so easy to play, though. I mean, like, you can get her to play him, and he can carry.
I mean, all you have to do is just land a couple skill shots.
Yeah, that's not hard.
Yeah.
And you know,
I think he does too much damage, and he's easy to escape with too for an AD carry.
I have to agree.
Definitely.
And his just mobility is just unbelievable. And I agree. He needs to have a few things looked at. He's just up there, and it's just about every game you go into now somebody has an Israel. And it gets so annoying. It's like, I'm tired of
If you don't
seeing...
have Ezreal, you have Corki.
Or Graves. The big
Or
three.
Graves. Or Graves. See me, I like my Graves and I like my MF. Those are my two favorite AD carries.
Yeah.
Israel is just kind of meh because I have to see that horrible new Chinese splash art.
I think one of the reasons that Ezreal's so good is that one of his major damaging abilities slows his opponent's attack speed. I find that to be a huge problem when you're harassing against him.
Well, if you use it correctly, it works to your advantage. If you're not, it could potentially hurt you. But Israel is one of those. My 4-year-old daughter could probably play her, and it's ridiculous that Israel seems like he's one of those high skill cap champions.
Skill chap.
I know. Champions because of all the skill shots.
Yeah.
But yeah, just about anybody can pick up Israel and play him. Like the first time I picked him up, I had a quadra kill.
That's cool.
And it's just like that's...
Oh God, I lost her.
Huh?
I lost you for a second. I don't know if it was me or you.
Oh no. So I will be excited when Riot releases some sort of nerf. But it seems like in the summertime they're not really releasing these nerfs and buffs as often. And I guess that's also due to the fact that Season 2 is winding down. I wonder how it's going to be between the transition of Season 2 and Season 3.
I definitely want him to nerf the 3 big AD carries. That way other ADs see some love.
Yeah, but there's never going to be, sadly, this full perfect balance where...
I think it's just the burst, because I think someone like Caitlyn has very good range to sustain, damage. But I think that Corki, Ezreal, and Graves just do way too much immediate burst. I also think Draven does, but I don't think he's caught on as big yet.
Well, see, they brought back Graves' attack speed and a few other things to kind of cut back on that burst damage. But that's the thing about Graves is that he has that upfront burst. And that's what's so great about him. But I have noticed that he does seem a little bit more balanced now because of the attack speed has been cut back. But the same with Caitlyn. If you get a Nunu and you get Graves or Caitlyn, it's just silly.
Yeah, but I agree with you about Ezreal. I mean, if he's getting 55% win with any support, that's a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
It's you don't need any to set a combination. You're just I'll play Ezreal and whoever. Play a LeBlanc support. I'll play a Heimer support.
I guess we should test that theory, see if it's any support or if they're referring to any general support. But I guess that's something I can send over to Killing Bot to do some research.
Do some research. Is it any support or just the support?
But while I have this wonderful picture of Hotshot GG winking at me.
I love that.
Angel.
You're welcome.
That's awesome.
But has anybody seen the trailer for the new CLG documentary?
Yes, I have.
Are you pumped? Or are you just kind of what is this about?
I want to just say that I got into esports because of CLG. I watched Hotshot stream all the time. I was like, man, these guys are cool. I want to do what they're doing. And so I fanboyed out watching their trailer. Actually, when I took my team to our first event and I saw CLG, I had a panic attack. And it was weird because I've met celebrities before and they're not really celebrities. They're just gamers. So it was weird for me to experience that. So with that said, me admitting that I'm a huge CLG fanboy. Seeing the trailer, I was like, yes, I'm going to watch this probably like 30 times.
I was just gonna say you're such a little fanboy.
I would also like to point out that I had a seizure while watching their trailer because things
Is it
intense.
that bad? I need to
Wow.
watch it.
Yeah. It's like the first season of Pokemon bad.
What?
I saw it and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Now, if it was any other team, well, almost any other team, if it was, say, Curse, I probably would have been like, this is the stupidest ever. And it just been like, they're out of their...
Everybody
so
doesn't like Curse. It's those damn sunglasses their sponsors make them wear. Those
No,
gamer
it's not
glasses.
even that. It's not even that. But it's CLG. And I think
Yeah.
CLG, they are one of those teams where they just have this respect between them, between all their players and their fan base. Like, they respect their fans and their fans respect them.
Yeah.
And so I'm even excited for the CLG trailer or for the documentary. I will watch it and I will probably, fangirl a little over it. Angel knows why. But let's not go there that far. But but like Hotshot GG, I love Hotshot GG just because when he does something wrong, he's a big boy. He admits that he's wrong. And I respect that about him, and I see the same thing coming out from all the CLG players, and that's why I respect CLG. So that's why I'm excited for it. I will not trash talk it at all. Sarah, you haven't said anything on it, so what do you?
I don't like CLG. They're douchebags. I don't like them.
What? What is this?
I like actually Team Curse just because it has West Stripes and the Jackie on it. I think they're cute. But like, I lost respect for CLG when they moved to Korea and all that. So I don't think an American team should go to Korea and spend however long they spent there, just kind of basically kiss ass to the Koreans and then come over and say, "Oh yeah, we're back now." It's like I don't do that. I kind of
Actually,
just lost respect.
can I?
Yeah.
I would actually like to talk about that. Hotshot actually brought that up on his stream today, which, as they're back, so I started watching Hotshot again, and he owned up to it. He's like, "We let down our fans. We started taking this game way too seriously to the extent where we neglected our fan base." And the dude went out, bought himself a camera, all this stuff, so that he can provide more content to the community. And that's going to be something that they strive for. At least what they say, that they're going to be striving for new content, more videos, more things for us to watch and enjoy. And they're going to own up to the fact that they jacked up. And
I just lost respect when they just did that. I was like, no. I don't like when that happens. I just, I have a strong
But
feeling.
I have to respect the fact that they own up to it and they're trying their best to, let's say, make up for it. Now, Curse just pisses me off left and right. And
I don't like St. Vicious at all. Like, he's a total douche.
Like,
About
just say it. He's a
And
he talks so much.
I know. Yeah, I don't like him. That's all I'm gonna say.
I actually don't. I'll throw in TSM because I kind of don't follow teams specifically. I just love Afromoo. I don't know if you guys watch his stream.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. He's so entertaining. So I just follow him.
see, I'm not a
because
big
he's
stream
neighbor.
watcher. There's only one stream that I'll watch, but I'm not a big stream watcher. Sorry.
Yeah, I just watch it at work all day.
But now, some certain CLG people are back in the US, I may start watching a couple of streams again. But other than that, I'm not a big pro player stream watcher. I like to give a little bit of love to, the lower, less community people who are trying to put good things out there. Because I find a lot of humor in what they say. Because it's not oh, why are you so serious all the time?
Yeah.
So
I get bored with the Stars of League. They do the same thing over and over.
You guys are not watching the rage. I'm telling you, watch Afromoo stream. He is funny as.
Aw, Angel, is that you and Afromoo?
that is me and Afromoo.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We cuddled in the
My
in the
God, I'm
booth.
so jealous.
Yeah.
Stream
What's my
That's
jealous
Snoopy
right
picture?
I'm gonna like crop this picture and crop you out of it.
And put your face in there.
And put my face.
You'd have my sexy body.
That's super sexy. I like the glasses.
I know.
Thank you.
I was looking. I was like, oh, he looks really cute.
Yeah.
So Rensler, you got to get that picture and put it up on the podcast now.
I'm gonna click on the link now and save it.
So Rensler, what do you? Because you haven't really talked at all. What do you think of this CLG trailer? Are you for, against it, or do you kind of file this in the same category?
I didn't even know that CLG was making a documentary, so I haven't seen the trailer.
Hold on, let me. CLG.
I'll check it out, and I will see what's going on. I'm a huge fan of documentaries. I love them when they actually present facts and they're not particularly one-sided. So I end up watching a lot of cultural and society-based documentaries and a lot of political documentaries because I just love to see how people uncover corruption. That's just fun for me. So something like this could be cool. And
Yeah.
I don't know. If someone gives me a link to the trailer, I guess it's right there in the chat. So I will take a look at that.
I'm pretty pumped for it. You kind of get to see a little bit in the inside of their world, but I guess I'm gonna have to see in the end what it's fully about. I guess it's just like, what's it like to be a CLG member overall is what the documentary is about. I guess a little bit in their time of Korea and coming, with the U.S. and yada yada yada. So we'll see. The trailer was really well put together, and we'll see.
Do you think the other pro teams are going to be like, who do you guys think you are, superstars, making documentaries and stuff?
Well, next thing you know,
they
Curse
act.
is going to jump on the documentary bandwagon.
I can't
Yeah.
wait for that. Curse, the train wreck in slow motion.
I think I could spend an hour
Nice.
train wreck in slow motion.
Well phrased, friend.
So I guess let's talk about the community a little. Rensler, why don't you say a few things about the Fall Frenzy tournament you have coming up?
All right, what's up, everybody? This is SG Rensler, and Severity Gaming is hosting a tournament on the 28th and 29th of September. It is the Severity Gaming Tri-Divisional Fall Frenzy. Right now, it's actually the dual divisional Fall Frenzy. We have found out that none of the pro-ranked teams want to play because they're gearing up for the end of Season 3, or the end of Season 2 and the beginning of Season 3. So we haven't found any teams that are 1900 ELO plus that actually want to play. So the casual and competitive divisions are still there. So that basically means anybody with an 1899 ELO all the way down to just account level 20 is qualified to play. And if you have a few people that are a little bit higher than 1899, we'll probably allow it. It really depends on how crazy high they are. For example, 2700 probably won't fly, but maybe like a 2000 or maybe like a 1950, that might. The idea is you've got new players, especially guys like me, that, hey, let's get a team together, let's go play and have fun, and it's only like $1 for the entry fee per person for the casual bracket. Let's just go have fun, and then the first match you get destroyed by a pro team. That's not fun. So that's why we've got the casual bracket. Then you got the people that play the game more often. Maybe 20, 25 hours a week, the people who are really dedicated to the game, but they're not pro gamers, but they'd like to be. Well, there's more money available in the competitive bracket, and there's some more hardware pricing, things like that. We've got AeroShot on board, so they're going to be giving away AeroShot products to casual and competitive, the first and second place teams, and there is a cash prize. So the entry fee for the casual casual bracket is $6 for the team, and what is it, 90% or 85% of all the prize money goes back to the teams as cash prizes anyway. So if you're first, second, or third, you're going to get some actual money back. It's actual tangible prizing instead of just saying, oh yeah, we're going to give you some RP points, etc. So I think it's going to be awesome. We've got a fleet of admins ready to work on the tournament, ready to admin the tournament when everybody shows up, so it's not going to be a train wreck like with some tournaments we've seen. And we're really excited. So head over to our website, severitygaming.com. Go ahead and sign up. And the bracket's really simple to sign up for. Everything's embedded on our website, so you can sign up there. You can do all the registration for your team and your subs. You can pay your entry fee. You can see all the brackets because we've integrated Challenge into the site now. And everything is done there. And catch us on the 28th and 29th. We have shoutcasters. We've got people from Kill Lane Bot. We've got SMC Matt Demers that's going to be on there. We've got a few other people that want to go. We've got Pentakill that's bringing a team. Winnie has said that League of Girls is going to be bringing a team. I know Kill Lane Bot's bringing a team. And we're trying to see if we can get some Riot people to bring a team.
That'd be awesome, and I'm
amazing.
looking forward to it. And of course, with everything else that we've talked about in this show, all the links are going to be in the bottom, in the description of the YouTube channel, so you can just go ahead and click right off the channel. Well, I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can have links there. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm derping. And so let's if you're a podcast listener, there's a couple great podcasts out where you have Instalock Mid, and it is recorded on Thursdays, but it is released whenever Rensler gets it edited and out.
Thursday night, Friday morning is when it hits the iTunes crawler. Last week sucked because of life, really. So I'm back on the bandwagon. This week is going to be fine. For example, we're recording this on a Tuesday evening. It'll hit iTunes by Wednesday morning.
And YouTube when?
YouTube Wednesday evening. Tomorrow after work is when I edit it, and I'll have it done.
Sounds good. And there's also two wonderful podcasts coming out from GGChronicle. One of them is the Trinity Force podcast, and then Shen Procs. Trinity Force is posted every Tuesday and Thursday, and Shen Procs every Wednesday. And I believe Shen Procs is supposed to be this funny comedy type deal, while Trinity Force, I used to listen to them a lot. I love all the guys over there, but that's more of your informational stuff. And then of course you have the AFK podcast that is every Monday. It is live and can be found Wednesday at their afkpodcast.com or iTunes. So while I love giving back to people and I love the community, I figured we could use a part of this show to give tips for new or improving players in our League of Legends community. So I'm going to have Sarah X3 start, and we're each going to give a tip.
If you go into a ranked game, don't rage at anybody, because it's just a train wreck waiting to happen, basically. Because if you rage at your top lane and he's like 0-5 at 5 minutes, he's going to do bad just because you yelled at him. So if you want to win a ranked game, you want to encourage players and play as a team and stuff like that.
Stroke the ego.
Just, don't bitch at each other. I hate that. I go into a ranked game and people are bitching at each other. It's what a waste of time. Instead of bitching at people, you can just work as a team and basically give confidence and stuff.
Exactly.
So that's my tip.
Rensler?
I would say my one piece of advice, always build Warwick as tank. It's always best. You don't have to do a build initial like this. Seriously. Always
for those
build
you guys
Warwick
who
as a tank and you'll be fine.
For those of you who don't know, Rensler is still fairly new to League of Legends, and he does this funny series called 0 to Hero, and he records him leveling from 0 to 30. And every week on the Instalock Mid podcast, he accounts for what has happened during the week, and Warwick is probably one of his most favorite characters. And
what a noob. I'm just kidding.
Well, hold on.
Thanks. I haven't heard that before.
I'm just kidding.
I thought you said not to be mean to your teammates, Sarah.
I was just kidding.
Look at our jungler. It's his fault.
And if you haven't listened to Instalock Mid, go back early on and listen to when Rensler talks about buying 2 pairs of tier 1
I am
boots.
never going to
One
freaking
for
live
each
that
boot.
down. I bought Boots of Speed and Ninja Tabi at the same time. I was like, well, if I go through the river and I get mud at them, I have a spare set, right? Do they have to match? Do they?
Jocelyn?
I guess since I play bottom lane a lot, my advice would be for AD carries. I'm doing something. My advice would be for AD carries. Learn to play with anyone as a support and kind of adjust to your support's play style. And make sure that you get off harass when the opposing team's AD carry is trying to last hit, which is more, I guess, of not a new player skill, but a medium to higher player skill.
Angel?
I have 2 tips, actually. My first one is don't buy Dorn's Blade on Ashe because she uses a bow and arrow.
That's funny, actually.
Oh, are these supposed to be funny? I was trying to be helpful.
What?
Go ahead, Angel.
And we skipped over news. So this is going to be my tip, and it's going to include something that we skipped over. When you lose a ranked game and you're feeling really down, watch LOL Update because Nick Allen is hilarious, and I love that guy.
I did skip over League of Legends update. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say my tip, and then I'll go ahead and give LOL Update some love because I had to go to Reddit to fight. My tip would have to be for supports, and Jaslyn said something about AD carries. Always make sure you ward and check the timers. Whenever the ward starts to get to about 40 seconds, you need to go back and get wards because you can go back, buy wards, and get back in lane within 40 seconds to keep it warded. So that's going to be my tip, wards. And if you see somebody place a ward, ping and say ward. Make sure your jungler knows so he's not wasting time to come down there and when he could be jungling and keeping up to speed with everybody else or ganking some other lane. So that's going to be my big tip. And for homework, there's going to be a link in the description for Dandin's Fog of War where he explains how to use Fog of War, how it works, what you can do, and he gives some really good insight into it. Angel's posting another picture. I'm going to keep it on Hotshot GG though. So for the LOL update, a while back it was canceled and I got really mad about it. So I went to Reddit and it was brought back, which I was super excited. So if you haven't seen it, it's in the description. Go and check it out. Give them a thumbs up and give them some love. Because I don't know, like Nick Allen is hilarious. And Buddy Hutton, I love Buddy Hutton. And plus,
Because he's a stud.
Buddy Hutton is a stud. But no. James Relman is a stud. Sorry. Gotta say it.
All right. I mean, we don't have to argue. I mean, they're all stud.
Okay.
They're all studs.
They're all studs. So, I mean,
Oh well, let's include Hat Person in this because I don't want to leave Hat Person out. But
yeah.
it should just be named the Stud Show.
Yeah, I agree. I'm all for it. When I first met Nick Allen, his introduction to me was something about his being very large. He said, "Hi, I'm Nick Allen, and my is large," or something like that. It was really.
When I met him, he said he did. Yeah, when I met him, he said he didn't want to give me the plague, and I gave him a beer. And I actually have a picture of it where I stopped by his apartment and I brought him Arrogant Bastard Ale. And it's just a picture of me and him. I guess I'll have to give it to Rensler to post. Nick Allen is just hilarious.
Funny story. Winia actually just Googled his address and he had no idea she was coming.
When I stopped by, she just bounced in.
As I was stopping by, staring at him through the tree.
He had me over. I was staring at him in a tree.
Well, you see, if that was the case, I would have Googled you, Angel, and then I would have.
Hey, I don't know that you weren't there.
She's there right now.
Yeah. Stop giving me away.
Behind the tree.
Skyping from her phone.
Yeah, with my kid right there in the tree with me.
That is weird parental bonding. It's really weird.
So all right, I want to try something fun and interesting. I want to see how this works, but it's gonna be like create a champ. So the object is everybody's gonna say one thing, like it's gonna be or give like some characteristics. So have you ever done like Mad Libs?
Yes.
So in the end, it's supposed to be off the wall and funky like a Mad Libs. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start with Rensler. And Rensler's going to say just one thing about the champion. And then it's going to move to Christina.
Oh, God. I have no
Jocelyn, Angel, myself, then Sarah. Because Sarah started last time. So.
Okay. Primary weapon is a chainsaw.
It's a chainsaw?
He's missing a leg and an arm.
I don't. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And he floats.
Floats?
Yeah, he floats.
Okay,
Well,
I'm going to
figure he
say...
doesn't have a leg.
I'm going to say it's a female.
Oh. She's missing a leg and an arm.
A female who...
Has small breasts.
Oh, I was thinking that.
Impossible. Impossible.
Does not work in League of Legends.
I know. And Sarah?
Let's see. She's wearing like booty shorts and sounds like Jana.
Shorts. Sounds like
So
This
she's
character would be
missing
hot,
one
so,
leg
right?
and one arm, wearing booty shorts and sounds like Jana, and having a chainsaw. Okay.
And what's the name, everybody?
Jill.
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 One of those boring names.
Butterfly.
Jill the butterfly. There we go. So we have Jill the butterfly, who has a chainsaw, missing a leg and an arm, floats, is female and has small breasts, wears booty shorts, and sounds like Jana. Okay, right. Hop on it. Make our champion.
Hop on
I'll
it.
get right on the Photoshop.
Riot, you need to make this happen. Where is this character, Riot?
I know. It's going to be so OP. Like everything else.
She's gonna be nerfed because she doesn't have big boobs.
Oh, it's going to be one of those
Sure.
like few champions that isn't OP at the start because they don't have big boobs. All right.
Big boobs
And
fine.
I guess we can do like a little bit of a Q&A. The Q&A that we have this week is, who's your favorite pro player and why? Jocelyn, start.
I already told you guys. I like Afromu because I like AD carries. And I think his streams are very funny. And he's very good to his fans.
Angel.
Well, I said mine too. Hotshot GG. Yeah.
Because I'm a big
Why?
boy.
Yeah. I'm a huge fanboy of Hotshot GG. Why? Probably because he's probably the nicest person. I never got to talk to him when I was there because I was too scared. But I saw him interacting with other people because I was staring at him.
You look like a nice guy.
So he looked like a nice guy. He looked like he was probably really nice.
Oh my god.
I really hope that he watches this.
Me
I
too.
really do.
And I hope he comes to
Probably
your
won't.
house and winks at you.
Hotshot, if you watch this, just leave a comment. Just be like, Angel, I love you too, bro. And Angel will probably freak out.
And
He'll
tell him
faint.
to add me on Skype. I sent him a message on Skype, and he won't add me.
No.
He probably doesn't add anybody. Don't feel bad.
Probably he's like, oh my god, it's this creepy Angel guy.
This
Especially
creepy guy who stalks me.
how is he gonna add you now after you just admitted to being like the biggest fanboy?
And he knows that
Hey,
a Winnie
but
will
I'm
help you get to his house.
It's true. Winnie has the inside scoop.
Jeez. Alright, for me, it's just tough. I like so many people, but I will have to admit my favorite player is Snoopy. Or Snoopy.
Snoopy, yeah.
Snoopy. Why?
European. Snoopy.
Snoopy. I say Snoopy. Snoopy. Because I think he is overall just a great streamer. He tries to interact with people while he's streaming, tries to give people tips, teach, explain, and just the voice. The voice is absolutely hot.
And he's adorable.
He is adorable. He is. Sarah?
All of CLG is going to think we're really weird.
They're not going to let you anywhere near their house.
I know. They're going to have like our pictures, our faces posted there.
Do not
Fine.
enter.
I'm a pirate in my Skype picture, right?
Yes.
There we go.
All right, Sarah.
I think my favorite player is Najaki, just because I love his hair. And I don't know, I just find him like a really good player. I mean, he's really calm. He doesn't really rage. He just seems really nice, like a nice person, unlike Saint Vicious. I don't know.
I don't think you don't like Curse. I think you just hate Saint Vicious.
No,
Can we-
I don't know. I like Najaki. I don't know. He's just really cool.
See, I really don't mind Curse overall, but I will admit I hate Saint Vicious with a fiery passion. I'm
Yeah.
not afraid to admit it. And
I just want to stab my wall whenever
I want
you. I don't watch this and be like, I hate these women.
Saint Vicious, I love you.
Listen,
too.
Saint Vicious, I didn't say any of that. That was a Winnie and Sarah 3X.
Saint Vicious. Saint Vicious, I want to be invited to all the curse parties, please. Thank you.
Yeah, you can invite me too. I'll go.
no, I'd be afraid of catching some sort of STD because I hear
Oh, I don't care.
past certain.
You didn't have to bang them. You could just go to their party and have fun. God.
Why does everything have to end with sex with you? Come on.
Yeah, God.
Rensler.
I would probably say Odd One because of his composure at tournaments. I've heard him rage a few times on stream just because people were truly being trollhards. But I would say his ability to follow Reginald's lead in game and to follow orders, but also to stand up and go, no, guys, I mean, this is simply not working. For example, was that second game that they were up against CLG. No, it was Dignitas. It was Dignitas. They lost. No, it was CLG. That's when they played against CLG at this last tournament. It was the semifinals, and the second game, they just got worked. And it was Odd One looking over at Reginald going, dude, what the hell was that, man? So he called him out, and they kind of turned things around, but they lost that game. But obviously they ended up winning the tournament. But I would say Odd One because of his composure and his ability to recognize situations.
Pretty good. I'll accept that. I have nothing to say to that. Those are pretty good reasons why, and I think that those are reasons that everybody should look for when deciding, hey, I like this player, or this person's my hero, or what have you. I guess it's how long are we into the episode, Rensler?
Timer right now says about 53 minutes, but there's probably 4 minutes or so of content to cut out.
Okay, so that's fine with me.
I thought you were going to say 4 minutes of usable content.
Oh, jeez. I'm like, okay.
We cannot use
It's going to
anything.
be about 4 minutes of just the censor beep because of all the swearing.
Rensler, you shut your dirty mouth.
Beep. Yep, that's the episode.
What you should just do is just
Come back
like
next
every time
week.
I talk, just beep 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 beep.
Can you
Oh,
beep
there's
out
enough
words
of that
that?
already.
What, Angel?
Oh, to me, please, because I don't cuss. So like, can you just like add the beeps sometimes for me?
I will make you sound so badass. You know what I'm going to do?
Sick.
You are now officially getting unnecessary censorship applied to your anytime you talk.
See, what he should do is he just be like, "Hey, Awinia, I love you, but bleep out the love you." Or no, don't say I, so it just sounds like he's saying.
I can make it sound however I want. I'll do that.
That's scary.
I can take individual
Yeah.
words and construct a sentence from it. So yeah, watch out.
But don't forget, I
Awesome.
want that clip though of him from earlier talking about Cappy.
Done. Done.
That's gonna be like. That's going to be in the episode too, because that was in the start where I kept messing up the intro because I have no idea what I'm doing with this show. But I guess we can go ahead and wrap this up for this week, and let's go ahead and start with Angel with his shout outs, whatever he wants to say, how much he wants to gloat about loving me.
Shout out to our organization Monomaniac and to our sponsors Razer, Own 3D, and all the other people that sponsor us that I don't know of. Can I say that? Can we edit that out? Just kidding. Shout out to Awinia because she's awesome, and her child because she's awesome. And yeah.
Sarah?
I'll just give a shout out to all my friends that deal with me and put up my and League of Girls who are probably going to be watching this after, and the lovely leader Whitney here, Miwana. Thanks for just doing League of Girls, and it's a great opportunity for everyone to get together and do these sorts of things. So that's it for me.
Rensler?
I'd say shout out to League of Girls and the Severity Gaming Tournament enter, so you guys can jump in. And yeah, that's all I've got.
Jocelyn?
I don't have any friends, so I guess I'll just shout out to League of Girls.
Don't. Oh, I
I'll
guess I
shout out
can't
to all
say it
my-
yet.
What?
I guess I can't say it yet. Never mind.
I'll do a shout out to all my my LOL buddies that put up with me every night, and I can't think of anybody specific. maybe I did, I guess. And my did you want to say that? Awinia?
What?
The thing that they made you take away on the tweet?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, isn't there a certain somebody?
Yes. My fiance, who came into the room while I was trying to give some tips, but
And she was like, "Get out!"
I was like, "Get the hell out of here! What are you doing?" But we got engaged like 3 weeks ago, so that's
Well,
exciting.
Nice. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
He's like, "Damn it! One's not single."
Haha.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to give a shout out to Angel for being here on such short notice. Jocelyn for being here on short notice. I know I pulled you in here like, I need help. Rensler for coming to me and wanting to produce this. Sarah X3 for being a wonderful League of Girls member and officer. And I have to give a major shout out to all of my League of Girls who, without them, I would have probably quit this a long time ago. And they are who make this community great. So, and to all the people I play with, I guess, I have to say I love y'all. And that will wrap up the show. Oh, also, if you have any suggestions, comments, questions, anything you want to say, any news that you want to throw my way, like if you're hosting a tournament, if you do this podcast, if you do this or that, send it to theleagueofgirls@gmail.com and it may find its way into the show. So I know we are looking for questions for Q&A, or if you have anything funny you need to add, just please send it there and I will hopefully get it up onto the show. So again, that's theleagueofgirls@gmail.com and that will be it. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah.
Because I can't remember his in-game name.
It's just Angel.
Oh, it's just Angel? Okay.
I
That's
changed
convenient.
it to just
You-
Angel.
Like you and freaking Cappy, Legion Cappy change your names all the time.
Wow.
God, I can't keep up with it. Every time I'm like, who the hell's this guy?
Did you know Cappy's a stud? Like
He is a
IRL?
stud.
I used to hate him, and then I met him, and I was like, dude, I can't hate you. You're so beautiful. You are a beautiful man. No homo.
I hope
Wait, is that
Friends
recorded?
are-
Can you delete that?
No, friends, like, hand me that file separate, please.
Totally.
He knows.